You're a very international figure because Blackadder has been sold all over the globe. And how do you feel being dubbed into Portuguese?
Well, it's a bit strange, actually, because I won't dignify the character I played with the word character, which I just did. But the characterization, such as it was, consisted mostly of going bleh a lot. And going Blackadder. So it's a bit disturbing when you happen on a television in Germany or Italy and you see someone going Blackadder. And he's going "Beh" instead of "bah." But it's even more peculiar when you watch it with ones like, and it shows a sort of irony problem that Italian Dallas, they give JR this enormous voice like this. And you think, no, because the whole glory of JR, of course, is he's so light. You're a loser, Barnes, you know, all that kind of stuff. You'll never beat me. And it's so kind of wonderful. And I always love that. You know, go buy yourself something real pretty now here. And I've always wanted to be like that. I think it's just that sort of light voice. Americans can do it.
Dallas was a big success here, and the fact is that the British actually lap up American TV and everything about American culture.
Yeah, well, in the case of Dallas, I don't mind too much, because Dallas, I think, is actually very good. I really do. Dynasty, drivel, but Dallas is very good. But I get terribly depressed, don't you, about the English obsession with America. I mean, it is a marvellous country. Let me lay that on the record, fair and square. It is a superb country, delightful, full of charming people. Charming, literally charming. But this country is stocked from John O'Groats to Land's End with these absurd sort of disc jockey types, for whom America is just one huge masturbatory fantasy. There is one Radio 1 disc jockey who just comes out with American expressions with no meaning at all, just like a parrot, or rather like those Japanese T-shirts where they sort of go, "Yes, boy, ice cream," you know, and they go around thinking, "Oh, that's English," you know, and it's just drivel. And this guy just sits in there, sort of playing a record, and goes, "I'm out of here." And he stays where he is. What are you talking about? You're out of here. I'm history. I'm gone. I'm nowhere. I'm out of here. You prat. You total prat. He's sitting there going, "Oh, America. Oh, you know, oh, I said something American." And you know, people phone in for their fatuous quizzes and they go, "Hi, we've got Tracy from Stevenage. So what do you do?" And she goes, "I'm school." "Oh, high school, eh?" "No," she's at school, not high school. School, that's what we call it over here. "And you an A student?" What is an A student? You know, we all see American films, so we know that it's absolutely full of all this stuff about term papers and grade point averages and semesters and so on, but we don't know what they mean. And these disc jockeys have no idea what they mean, but to say it just sends them into a frenzy. Suddenly they've got a milk bottle in their underpants because they've said something American. I can't believe it. And these wasted little people with their baseball hats who usually live in Port Pagnell, and they can't get over the fact, you know. Do you watch the Bears game the other night? They say, "Oh, please go away. Go and live there, for God's sake." You know, it really is difficult.
Stephen, you've been in Australia a few times. Have you met any strong, virile men like Ron?
Oh, God, yes. Well, as you will know, I think when I was there, they probably changed everything now, because they're fashion conscious now, as you see from Neighbours. It's not, you know, all this beer drinking. It's all about opening a fashion boutique all the time, and the design centre is going really well, Javine, you know, all that. It's really thrusting down there. And, but they do have this, American men have this thing about tanning easily, being roughly sort Australian men, sorry, did I say American?
You said that, so
embarrassing. I expect you're always getting that, aren't you? But the Australian men have this thing about tanning easily, and the relationship between the length of their penis, basically.
The relationship between the tan and the...
Yeah, the quicker you tan, the longer the plonker, basically. So when you're English and you go over there...
I've never heard this before.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they don't put it that way, but it's perfectly obvious that that's what they mean. Because they go, "Oh, I tan really easily." "Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've only got to be out there for a quarter of an hour, and I'm black. Frankly, I'm black. I really, you know, I mean, gee, look at you, you're pink." They said, "So I've just arrived here from an English winter, and the sun's out, and if this was Aden, we'd all be wearing white things and ropes round our heads, and we'd be staying indoors. Because this is your enemy, the sun. The Antarctic's got an ozone hole in it, and it's the hottest country anywhere, and you're walking about as if you're people from Peterborough on a 2-week holiday. You know, you've got the shorties on, and they're going around the place, but anyway, it's an extraordinary way to treat your climate, really. I mean, it is very, very, very hot, but they refuse to admit it's hot. And they insist that they get brown quickly. So you arrive pink, ah, look at him, he's so pink. It's like saying, oh, it's that big, it's so big. Ah, look at that, he's so big. Me, look at me, I'm black. Oh, look at that, that's great, it's this big. And it's feeble. And of course, they never admit that it's hot. You know, you go, God, it's hot today. And they go, oh, you should see when it's really hot.
And, Stephen, speaking as an Australian myself, the Australians do have a very strong sense of national pride.
Oh, yes. I mean, we were talking commercials earlier, and just to count the number of times you hear the word Australia in an Australian commercial is extraordinary. I mean, everything is Australia's favourite footwear and Australia's favourite breakfast. Wake up, Australia, too. And they're always addressing the viewer as Australia. And, but there was a very good one there. There was a very good one which used the Australia sort of thing very well, which was a beautiful shot in sort of shimmering heat haze. There's a sort of beach and a bit of sky, and over the dunes come these heads coming up the dune, and they're shimmering, and they're sort of naked, and then you see they're all wearing swimming costumes, and they move towards the camera like that until the shot sort of shrinks until it's only their waists and groin area that is in shot like that, and the music builds. It's a kind of symphonic version of Come On Ozzy, Come On, you know, and it's building and it's building and building, and then it freezes. You see this wonderful row of about sort of 30 trim, supple, bronzed waists of either gender, and it just went, Speedo, the great Aussie cozzy. To live in a nation like that, you see, they're so friendly to everything. They see something, Brisbane, and they call it Brizzy. You see? And that's so nice. If we'd called Thatcher Thatchy, you see, she would have rolled over and you could have tickled her.
Stephen, we have to stop there, but I just want to say that as a man who tans very easily, I don't want to be misinterpreted when I say it's been an intimate pleasure talking to you.
It's been enormous.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Stephen Fry.
Thank you.